president's car is now turning onto Elm Street, and it will be only a matter of minutes before he arrives at the trademark. I was on Stemmons Freeway earlier, and even the freeway was jam-packed with spectators waiting their chance to see the president as he made his way toward the trademark. It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route. There's numerous people running up the hill alongside Elm Street, there by the Stemmons Freeway. Several police officers...
Yeah, what's up, yo? The Knowname Show, hip-hop, man, East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest flavor, man. Just being international about the music, man. Hip-hop is... They banging it in Japan, you know, you got Israelis rapping and stuff like that. I got a video tonight from some cats that came through previously on the prior program and represented Cal 5. They shot me some heat, so I thought I would spin that for y'all tonight. And I got a rapper in studio, got a guest here tonight with me, Fire. Female MC, you know, we don't get a lot of them on the Knowname Show, but I mean, that's because, you know, I just don't be having anybody come through and get on. But Fire, she definitely does have heat, so, you know, y'all just go ahead and kick back, check out the program, watch the Cal 5 video, and later on, you're going to see an extraordinary female MC. So check it out, Cal 5 with the video. Watch.
LA, 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 y'all from LA, 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 where you at? LA, 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 where you live? LA, LA, where y'all from? Hydraulics, dime piece and big heats, and we known for gunplay, I know 100 G's for red and blue rags, nigga, I'm from LA, Hydraulics, dime piece and big heats, and we known for gunplay, and I know it gets no better, sunny weather, chrome berettas, hoodie sweaters, sitting in the back of the locker, we counting cheddar. This is Cali, man, straight from Inglewood, represent, got the mental of a hustler, mixed with a little pimpin', let's roll the back street, GTA on Vogues, walking broad daylight with the heats exposed, you know how we go, gotta watch your back, your front, we run this punk, you got 3 words, pistol with a punk, now watch us flex on your punk ass, full text on your punk ass, catch you in the hood, leave you slumped by the bush ass, green light in every state we go, so when niggas come through, we gotta rep the coast, and then we skirt out, leave you days with your pockets turned out, send your ass back to your hometown, you can brag now, tell them how you got banged on, in the flame zone, West Coast, Inglewood, Cali, nigga, my home.
A pound of weed and run the streets, nigga, I'm from LA, LA, where Crips and Blood started this shit, nigga, I'm from LA, LA. I love LA like I love pussy, bitches, Sosa Diddy, niggas be clowning up in my city, who with me in these chronic buzz, throw up your dubs, if you bang, throw up your set, return of the West Coast man. With that flow shit, you hoe shit, been 20 years, still don't know shit, idiot, ridiculous, is the flavor, mix it with these Cal 5 niggas, and nothing can save ya, behavior becomes strange, West up in the house, running your mouth, punching you out, no doubt, and if you ever disrespect my city, gon' whoop your ass, now you feelin' like obey, obey your conscience, I'm just West Coast to the LA to the hard, nigga don't start shit.
I got 100 pounds, 100 blunt, cause niggas smoke purple in LA, LA. I got a whole lot of space in my trunk with some rats, where you gon' lay, and I know. Why do everybody wanna be like us? Back orange, paddock, khakis, cuffs on chucks. Come to my hood and get straight ran amok. Ain't no thuggin' around here, niggas throwing it up. Straight original bangers, so expect the hassle. Don't get stumped out by our babies and rascals. You can come if you want to where the G shit started, but don't hesitate, cause we take off orders.
From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, LA is my city, ain't a damn thing changed. Welcome to the Wild Wild West and East Side, home of the players, hustlers and G's who love the ride. Every day making big plays to get big paid. We smoking bomb, bread and stress and chronic in LA. It's ridiculous out here, especially on Crenshaw. Ladies in tight tees and white beaters like it's a Martin Gras.
Streets kinda crazy where I'm from, nigga, I'm from LA, LA. Niggas hanging deep on corners, then they got paid. Waiting for it to jump off with the gunplay. Nigga, then I tell you where I'm from LA. Here's how we come the most wanted. You can postpone it. They came and got me and put me on it. Grind the streets like I'm hungry, running from the stony. Shake these ponies. Lot of niggas know me, Compton ass nigga. Love to pull triggers, raised up amongst these gangster killers, drug dealers, hustlers and bangers. Lot of bloodshed for trying to change us.
No leave when these streets talking, doors broken, watch bomb in the shit store. You feel why he's spoken, welcome to the Wild West Coast. Stop a nigga, jack a nigga, now who are the next? Jordan Downs told me what them niggas leave you smoking. How them bitches leave your body laid out sliced open. In my projects, oh how I love them. This is how we play, in the deep part of LA.
Where the Lakers and the Clippers play. Nigga, I'm from LA. Catch you slipping, pop you with the K. Nigga, I'm from LA. Bangers play, now we do it anyway. Nigga, I'm from LA. With Shaq dipped out, but Kobe stay. Nigga, I'm from LA. From the land of the Croker Sacks, G's and Vogue. Cut Chevy big wheels when we ride Tahoe. Rico swinging on these niggas when I hit the block. Ain't no question what I'm bumping, dog. I ride the block. I got my Glock, cause all the niggas down the jacks. The stash spot big enough for I can stash 2 max. The land of the scanless, we're on every corner, y'all see lax. And every time y'all come tight, dog, we taking the track.
I stomp hard through these back streets, LA dipping. With a split to my lip on his lowest suspension. Banging David in the back before he left the Temptations. Is it just my imagination? Like Eddie, I'm trucking through the dubs on the cutlass, smoking Big Al Green in the Sprite line green, 87 on D with the 5 in the flesh. You can't stop this team. Side showing big, blowing on the West Coast scene.
I'm from the bottom of the barrel, man. Nigga, I'm from the J's. I'm from the J. If you didn't know it, that's okay, to man. Homie, that's in LA. We love gunplay. I'm from the bottom of the barrel, man. Nigga, I'm from the J's. I'm from the J. If you didn't know it, that's okay, to man. Homie, that's in LA. We love gunplay. It's like the jungle sometimes. It make me wonder how my winter, hot as summer. Faded blazing the blunder. Niggas wanna be stunners, get robbed bucket with me. Or any other G's in the land of palm trees. Keep me a bomb breezy. LA bitches got ass too. When you ain't against it just because you sport a tattoo. These streets move too fast. You can't relax, son. They say, once you go back, you won't want to go back home.
Bonfire ride since the day I've arrived. I'm from the big eye, but LA swanging all the time. Don't catch a flat line, I'm about to victimize by the time. It's a grind just to live. I push a crime and rhymes. I'm designed for the woe song. Body built to smash. I crush that ass till you slip and check your pockets for gas. Cause bone gon' blast. Leave your body slumped by the tracks. It's murder. Check it. Dog I'm built to last. I'm from the west side of Inglewood, motherfucker. That's in LA. And if you come through tripping, niggas dumping on you with the AK. We don't play. Now you got a nigga from the city of champions, the Los Angeles veteran. I stay up all night like David Letterman, analyzing industry punk, smoking a blunt, drinking Thunderbird I bought last month. I'm pumped up. I'm from the Inglewood Scandalous group of packing niggas that bang. Put the barrel to your brain to represent my gang. Out the window of a Skylark Buick next to the bottles with a green handkerchief wrapped around the steering column, nigga.
LA niggas worth riding and fucking up the scene, breaking bitch niggas off. Here's a fucking routine. It's real cheese in this bitch, nigga. Who want it with us? West Coast, motherfucker, we be giving it up. It's real talk, nigga. LA is straight unstable. Give a fuck what you claim, nigga. Shit can get fatal. Josie, you ain't from LA, you from Compton, nigga. I give a fuck, I keep a gangsta and ride with my nigga. From Belize, on the airplane, I'm in LA. Where they got them look sexy and nice and them smoke the best hair. Why them don't play? Say what? Left from Belize, on the airplane, I'm in LA. Where them got them smoke the best sex and them deal with gunplay. And them don't play. Pop. The place where them riot at. And if you're rolling down the street and smoke your weed, you know if you just no cops. And nowadays them love to bust the block. And if you don't serve love, they woulda set you up and all of that. We watch with eyes when them a set them trap. And they get to bird, don't stop, so crown is locked. Smoke up with weed and they want come stop. When you like them can't trap way. It don't matter how hard them want try. Smoke up the best in the west when I lie. Elevate up in a life or the haters want stop way. But them still can't trap way. It don't matter how hard them want try. Smoke up the best in the west when I lie. Elevate up in a life cause the haters want stop way. But them can't come trap way.
Yeah, Top 5, man. We're gonna go to commercial, then we come back. I'm gonna sit here, and we're gonna chop it up with Fire for a little bit. I'm gonna have her do a song. I heard her do this song, man, earlier in the year, and I liked it. I was impressed by her flavor, for sure. So then I just said, okay, well, we're gonna holler. We're gonna get through, have her come through and get out, and she's here tonight, and she's gonna represent. So y'all go ahead and watch the PSA, and we back in a minute.
No matter who you are,
no matter where you're from,
no matter where you're going,
you can be certain.
No matter who you are,
City girl,
country boy,
athlete, student,
happy,
thoughtful, tall,
short,
you can be certain. No matter where you're from,
west, south,
farm,
city, small towns,
suburb,
you can be certain. No matter where you're going,
to college,
to work, to train,
to play,
to travel,
to find your place.
You can be certain you need education. You can be certain you need to stay in school. This message is brought to you by the Air Force because we're certain about the value of a good education. No matter what you do in life, aim high.
Did you know when it comes to breast cancer, there is no color line?
If you're over the age of 18, you need to start doing your monthly breast self-examination and have a clinical examination by your physician every 3 years. If you're over the age of 40, you need to have a mammogram yearly.
Remember, the key to saving your life is through early detection.
For more information about breast cancer or how to receive a mammogram, call 310-537-8227.
The ladies and I used to sit around and play cards, knit, and watch the soaps. We made quite a team. Then one day, Helen heard about strength training. She got a free fact sheet just by calling 1-800-222-2225. We found lifting weights builds muscles and bones. It improves our balance, too. So now when we get together, we exercise. It really gives us a lift. Give yourself a lift. Call for a free fact sheet.
Was Muslim.
Oh, a Muslim. Your father's Muslim, and you are. Your father Muslim, and your last name is Salim, but you a Christian. You practice Christianity at this point in your life.
My dad. Well, no, my dad was a Muslim. He's not a Muslim no more.
Oh, okay.
So he's a Christian now. That's how I got in the church.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody be doing that conversion thing, so that ain't really not. You gotta find your place in life. My friend, he says sometimes, Christianity is you do that when you're like in junior high. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Islam is like when you're in high school. He says that when you grow up, you go to college and you understand they all talking about the same thing.
Right.
So that's what he says. I don't know. As long as anybody blowing up nothing,
we all good.
In the name of Jesus or Allah, then it's all good. You talk about God a lot in your songs. You consider yourself a gospel rapper, or that's just how the spirit just leads you to talk like that, or what?
No, I don't consider myself a gospel rapper. I gifted to be able to rap, and I know nothing that I do is done without God. I don't have the ability to do it in myself, so I acknowledge Him, in what I do. But I write secular music. I perform secular music, so I don't consider myself solely a gospel artist, because I that would be to limit myself, and I don't want to do that. And it's hard. A lot of gospel music won't necessarily reach everybody that I want to reach. Through music. I think music has the ability to reach across, racial lines, age, everything. So to limit myself and just do gospel would be to limit, the amount of people that I can reach through music. And it's not necessarily that I want to do gospel music only. I just want to do music. And I'm into more than just gospel music. So.
When you hear the sounds of hip-hop today versus 5 years ago, what's your take on that? I mean, as far as the flavors that's out here, You know, do you prefer what Cats was doing not too long ago to new sounds and new flavors? At this point, it pretty much, you know, it sound not a lot different than the way it was 5 years ago, but you can notice the differences in, you know, the lyrics and particular tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think, you know, lyrics, of course, are going to change as the world evolves, as people change. We're rapping about things today that we weren't rapping about in 5 years, but, you know, the world is different nowadays than it was back then. And then some of the things that we're rapping about are the same things we were rapping about 5 years ago. I think, and this can be viewed as a good thing or a bad thing, but because the world advances technologically, you know, the whole music game is changing. You know, just the way that we produce music, the way music is produced, the types of different sounds that we have. A lot of the beats you hear nowadays are, you know, completely different and could not have been created, you know, 5 and 10, 15 years ago by these other artists. But I don't think I really have a preference on music 5 years ago as opposed to now. I think it's going to constantly evolve.
Where is hip hop going from here, though? Because I mean, not necessarily a money wise or big business or expanding into new territories. I mean, where the Cats taking it? We done went from concerts to gangster and back again. Where the new form of hip hop going to go to?
I don't know. I know one of the things I'm noticing, there's a lot more positivity in it. You know, you still have your gangster rap and those type of things. I think as long as there's that lifestyle that you can market that music to, you'll always have that type of music. But you're getting a lot more positive things coming out of hip hop than it was maybe 10, 15 years ago, where it was viewed as really, really a negative thing, especially by the media. And, you know, at times it still is today. You know, you have a lot of drama in media. There's a lot of violence in media still, you know, especially going towards hip-hop. You know what I mean? That's the primary target when you look at entertainment, violence and things of that nature. But it's getting a lot more positive than it was, say, 5, 10 years ago.
I want to say to you and to other people, right, it was like a few years back, it was some, you know, preachers and some politicians and stuff, and they was like, you know, ban hip-hop, destroy hip-hop, you know, get these rappers out of here, you know, and all this stuff like that. And they was talking about the way we presented our music, you know, talking about violence and all that type of stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you something, like, I listen to, like, blues and country music and classical music and all that stuff, and, you know, operas, they be talking about sleeping with people's wives and committing suicide and stuff like that, you know, and you got, you know, folk songs, you know, talking about cutting people up and bad Leroy Brown and, you know. And when I listen to the lyrics in those opera songs, classical, Pavarotti, B.B. King, Jim Croce and all that, it pretty much just sounds like the same stuff hip-hop is, you know. And they like, well, you know, ban it, you know, get it out of here. And they kind of, you know, tried to do the hip-hop, what their parents tried to do to rock and roll. And what their parents before then tried to do the jazz and all that stuff. Really what it is, it's just old people that don't like young, that don't like young folk music.
I feel you. I mean, I think as far as the church's take on it, I don't think there is a such thing as, you know, the devil's music. You know what I mean? I think, you know, music is music. It's about what you say, but I don't think, I don't see hip-hop as posing a threat to the church. You know, I don't, you would look at maybe a T.D. Jakes. I don't think T.D. Jakes has less impact on it than R. Kelly or, you know, Jay-Z or somebody. I don't know. I got the same thing because before I got into church, I was already rapping. And because I could rap, I had someone come to me and ask me to rap in one of their church services. So it was just a matter of rewriting the lyrics to the song that I had. You know, I use the same music. I think a lot of church or gospel rap music, you don't really see it. You know what I mean? Nobody's winning an Album of the Year award off of gospel. You know what I mean? The Billboard's top 5 are not gospel rap artists. You know, Kirk Franklin came and he did it real big. And I give much props to Frank, but to Kirk Franklin, but that was just his time. You know what I mean? But you don't really see big gospel artists, you know, doing anything or pulling in that kind of money because of the appeal. And I think it's more of a situation where because it's something that you try and like shove down society's throat so much. You know what I mean? If I just try and just pressure you with my spirituality, you don't want it. You know what I mean? But you can have someone like R. Kelly do that song "You Save Me," and it's on BET, it's on 106 in Park, it's on the top 10. But you just pull somebody straight out the church and throw them on TV, and they don't get no play.
I ain't not listen to the R. Kelly gospel record though.
You know what I mean? But he got played with it. But most gospel artists,
I'm R. Kelly with the gospel.
But I think with R. Kelly, he's a really good person, and I know people would think like, R. Kelly doing gospel anything. But I think he depicts the typical person, like we were talking about earlier. None of us are perfect, you know what I mean? We all got our skeletons, even the biggest people you see on TV doing whatever in the name of God ain't perfect people.
It ain't that. It ain't that I don't want to hear R. Kelly doing gospel because, from no controversy or nothing like that. I mean, I don't want to hear Luther do no gospel either. Or MC Hammer or nobody else. I mean, do what you do well. You know what I'm saying? That's basically all what I say, Then the person, in your case, what you could do both because you got fire, you got heat, you know what I'm saying? You got tongues of fire, cloven tongues, you know what I'm saying? In the church, in the spirit, but also on the mic. So it's not a problem for you. But yeah, we gonna go to commercial and you can come back and get out.
All
right. Sure. All right. Yeah. Fire. She gonna hit off in a minute. Hold up.
I ask myself, why do I listen to it?
What does she mean by it? I don't know.
I think, I'm aware, I move. When I hear it.
Now what? What? Never mind.
Would you give a cigarette to your unborn child? You do. Every time you smoke while you're pregnant. Pregnant mothers, please, don't smoke.
Today was a bad day, but I spoke by faith and said today's a day that the Lord has made. Tried to rejoice and be glad in it, but my situation started getting me down, and it overtook my soul, gained control over my mind and spirit till I began to fear it. Man, sometimes things get rough, the road seems long, and what became my new song no longer helps me get along. The battle gets rough, and nothing seems to be keeping me. Open my Bible, search the scriptures, and still can't find peace. will it ever cease? What happened to the joy I had yesterday? Woke up this morning and my joy was gone away. I'm tripping, my mind is slipping, I'm drifting into a place that I don't wanna be. God help me, I don't know how long I can take it, don't know if I'ma make it. Lord, I need you to speak to my spirit, my thoughts are suicidal. Feel like I can't take the pain, the devil's in divisions of battles inside my brain. No, Lord, I worship you and you alone. I wake up out of my sleep, fall to my knees, go before the throne. I plead for your grace and mercy to fall on me. Lord, can you hear me? You feel me? Cause I can't make it without you. I'm nothing without you. Sometimes I doubt you, but you prove me wrong every time. I can't feel your presence, but I know you're by my side. I cry myself to sleep at night. You wipe away my tears, comfort me and whisper in my ear, but lately you've been kinda quiet. I wanna know what's up. Just let me hear one word from you and that'll be enough. Your words lift my spirits, give me hope for tomorrow. Increase my faith within my legs to run from the sorrows and the pain of life's trials and tribulations. Sometimes I feel like giving up and throwing in the towel. Lord, give me your word, you'll help your child out. My Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Look, I don't have no time to front. The devil's playing games with my life. Down here tempting me and stuff, I've had enough. I'm on the verge of giving up. Late last night I'm in my bed on my way to sleep. My phone's ringing off the hook. Brothers trying to creep. My family's getting on my nerves, cussing me out. My job ain't paying me enough for me to move out. My flesh is itching in places that I can't even scratch. My friends forsook me. I feel like no one has got my back. On top of that, I'm getting visions of my mother in my brain, and I can hear her voice crying out to me from the grave. I miss you, Ma. I wish you was here to help me. She said, wipe your eyes. Jesus is all you need. Get back up on your feet, baby girl. Walk on. I'ma see you soon. Together we gon' worship at the throne. Okay, you're pretty cool, Lord. That was alright. You used my mom to speak to me while I was asleep last night. Either way, you spoke to me, gave me just what I needed. But God can tell you anything, it only works if you heed it. God can tell you anything, it only works if you heed it. God can tell you anything, it only works if you heed it. Listen. Yeah, that's fire. Name of that song is called Speak. It was a song that I wrote just going through a bunch of drama. You know, I didn't really have anybody to talk to, so only person I had to talk to was God. So, you know, when you're going through troubles and times like that, you know, you're looking for your friends. Your boys ain't there to help you. Your girls ain't there to help you. You know, I felt abandoned and rejected and all that, and life was just hard. I just lost my mom. You know, so the only person that I had to talk to was God. So I went to him with my problems and my situations, and, you know, he encouraged me. He helped me out, helped me through.